Are you ready for Dr. Bowdler? Yes, you are. Can we welcome Dr. Bowdler to the stage?
Thank you very much, Tim. I have been restlessly working on re-evaluating many more children's texts with the deeply disturbing messages found within. And the ones I want to share with you now were The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Graham. Kenneth Graham's charming book about the exploits of mole, ratty, badger and toad is a picture of apparently financially stable upper-middle-class cis males enjoying large amounts of leisure time in the untouched English countryside. It will be alienating for young readers on many levels, primarily because they cannot relate to the lifestyle and have ahead of them a life of wage slavery and retirement, probably in their late 70s. The exquisite rural picturesqueness is a vision of a world gone by, and ought to be rewritten with large amounts of litter and fly tipping on the roadsides and in woods, with characters being suspicious and distrustful of each other's motives and natural habitats ravaged by intense farming methods and harmful pesticides. Problematic quotations. Leave me, my young friend, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, half so much worth doing as simply messing about in boats. Messing about is strictly to be discouraged in boats, as it is extremely dangerous. Under current legislation, all passengers must familiarise themselves and preferably memorise all safety procedures and the locations of life jackets, first aid kits, fire extinguishers, flares, rubber dinghies, air pumps, whistles and safe exit points. Now I think it's important to move on to The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia series of children's fantasy fiction has proved enduringly popular, which is to be regretted when one considers the many ways in which it is unsuitable for young readers today. Most famously, the book is freighted, weighted down almost to sinking, with its Christian message, which ought to be removed. Nevertheless, that is not the text's only problematic aspect, as we shall see. Suggested changes. Potential trigger warnings, fear of wardrobes and claustrophobia. Lion's fur allergy. Suggested changes. Children today do not usually have wardrobes, which are somewhat antiquated objects. Suggest that the magic wardrobe is changed to a magic chest of drawers, or a magic scattering of dirty clothes all over the floor that have not been tidied. Climate change. The permanent winter which the White Witch brings about would be disorienting and bewildering to young readers who these days rarely experience snow. A far better solution would be for the land to be rapidly and dangerously warming up, the signs of which only the less powerful creatures have noticed. Thus the villainous witch would be depicted as an industrialist and climate change denier. The Peventy children are sent to the countryside as evacuees from the Blitz, which most children do not understand and would be upsetting to be explained to them. To be more relatable, make this that they have been driven out of central London by their privileged father at the beginning of the COVID pandemic, possibly towards Barnard Castle, and left there with relatives. Thank you.